So I was on the dark side of acting, and this is part two to the acting thing. Acting is a hard business. It is a very hard business. For those who are blessed to be working, congratulations. I don't want to knock you out of your spot. I just want my own spot. I just want to get in there and work, make y'all look good, make me look good, cash a good check. You know, that's the things I want to do. I want to make enough movies to make enough money to open my own kung fu school where I can teach kung fu for free and maintain a living. So therefore, if I'm making movies, I can still open up my dojo. However, I may have to hire different senseis in them to teach my style of kung fu to people. Especially, my hip replacement has pretty much chopped my arsenal in half. So it's a lot of things I can teach people, but I can't no longer do. But I can make sure that you do it right the first damn time, so that there's no discombobulation in your actions and stuff. And if I teach you right, I don't have to teach you but maybe one or two lessons, if that. And you will never have to come back as long as you practice. Now here's the thing. As I was saying about some of the dark things, there will be a lot of roles that you will probably take. You might not want to take them. There will be some things that are required in this role that you will not want to do. How bad you want it. How bad you want it. Because, here's my thing. I have a list of things that I'm more than willing to do. I haven't written it down, but I got it right here, and hopefully by tomorrow I will get all that shit down. But I have a list of things that are not optional. Now, my list of things that I will do is longer than my list of things that I won't do. But my list of things that I won't do, there's no negotiable. There's not something that if I'm strongly morally against, I'm not doing it. I'm just sorry. You're just going to have to find another actor, and I'll be living in that cardboard box. Because even if I'm the greatest actor in the world for that job, I don't want to compromise my moral complex. But I am hungry. So we might be able to talk about certain things, but there are some things, like I said, that are totally non-negotiable. Haircut, non-negotiable. Write it in. Make the guy have good long hair. Period. This shit's not going anywhere because I honor my father and I told him I wouldn't cut it before I was 50. I'm 45, I'll be 46 in like the next few months, and I'm not cutting my hair. I like my long hair. Alright? Now, we talk about characters that I want to play. That's always going to be negotiable because you don't get an option in that. Or if you want to be acting and the only role you can get is the bad guy that's a rapist, if that's the only role I can get, I'll take it. Do I like it? No. But there is a golden nugget there. I don't play a child rapist. If I have to do that, you'll have to pay me 3 times the amount. Because that's like gonna be something that's gonna affect me psychologically. It's just not something that I'm down with at all. And it takes a very strong actor to do that. I point that out for a reason because there are some actors that have had to play some roles that was very racist. And I'm pretty sure that behind the scenes, they probably went to their trailer and cried, and the other actors probably had to come in and talk to them, but like, look, dude, it's just a role. You have to calm down and get your shit together. It's your job to play this guy. And if you read a lot about things that go on behind the scenes, and a lot of actors will tell you, man, I've never been racist a day in my life, and they got to go out and call their fellow actors racist names and shit, and it does take your toll on you as an actor at some of the things that you have to deliver and how you have to deliver, and some of the things that are written in scripts that are just immoral. And you have to have a good moral compass to be an actor. And, some roles, you may not want to take them, but like in my case, they may be the only roles you can get, which means I kind of don't have a choice. But I will say there are limits and standards that I like to have as my guidelines on what I will and will not do. And I'm not so. Let's put it this way. You got pros and cons. Pro. If your character is supposed to be nude, and you're nude with actresses or actors that are nude, and you're like a minute character, and you're probably only going to be naked on screen for maybe 40 seconds. I probably don't have a problem with that. con. If I had to be on nude for like the whole fucking film, and I had to be nude with a chick, this is probably not going to work out in one of our favors. And then more than likely it won't work out in her favor versus my favor. Alright? And I'm not trying to say that to over-sexualize movies, but if you watch a lot of movies with sex scenes in them, you'll figure out why I said it would probably not work out in her favor versus my favor. Now, the problem with that is, there's a lot of movies that have sex in them. That's just a part of life, and you're going to have to accept it. And when you're in these movies, you know, like if Cinemax decided, hey, we're going to give you a Cinemax show about sex, like Girl on Top and them, because those were good shows. They had sex in them, but those were good shows. Strike Back was a good show. It also had sex in it. The one with the Outlaw, it was a good show. It also had sex in it. And there haven't been too many shows on Cinemax, Showtime, HBO, Movie Channel, and Epix that does not have some sex in the shows. And hell, it's sex in regular TV shows. You just don't get to see full front of nudity and everything. You might catch a hip, a butt cheek, or whatever. And, you know, these shows aren't for children, so they definitely, you know, you want to be more centric. You know, I don't want to be nude in a child show. You know, if I'm playing like an X-Man, I came through a portal and all my damn clothes are off. I don't want kids to be exposed to that shit. You know, the kids will have to wait till they're like 18 to 21 to see all that. But these are the things that you are signing up for when you are becoming an actor. There's good things, there are bad things, and then there's that right down the middle sign of gray. I'm in that sign of gray, but I'm closer to the good things. You know, because there are some things that's just not in my moral compass that I'm willing to sacrifice for that. But then again, I've been poor all my life, and money does talk. They say everybody has a price, and that shit's true. You may think you don't have a price, but I'm pretty sure that you do when you come up poor and you're like, okay, well, I ain't never had this kind of money before, so let me go and get that, you know. And the thing with that is, a lot of us actors are more than willing to sacrifice some of ourselves to get that career going to that point where, you know, all I ever said I needed, just give me one TV show. You know, God willing it lasts for like 5 seasons. I can retire off that, you know, and live off the residuals, because that's non-negotiable. I want to be able to live off of that when I'm out of work. I'm going to need to be paid. And I want to be able to live off the residuals of that, because there's no telling what's going to happen to me. I may never get work again. So I'm going to need a guarantee that wherever that show is, if the season get paid or DVDs or syndication, I'm going to need ironclad guarantee that I'm going to get paid for that. You know, because that's my face. It might be your character, but that's my face running around. So it's as much me as it is your character. And, you know, I want to make sure that when I'm poor and like 70, because I'm already 45 now, so when I'm like 70, I want to be able to like sit back and not have to worry about where my next meal is coming from. You know, so that's like non-negotiable. You know, I want to be paid for residuals. Whenever one of my shows is aired in whatever country it's aired in, I need a paycheck because I need to eat. You know, I might need to pay to keep my house over my head. So that's non-negotiable. But as far as every other thing else that is negotiable, then that's fine. But for the stuff that's non-negotiable, because here's how acting works. TV is more of a permanent paycheck. Alright? Where movies, you need to make a fuck ton of movies that first couple of weeks in the box office just so that you are relevant and that you're like not starving, and also shop cheap. You know, you don't have to have the most expensive home on the block. You know, you don't need a 90-foot mansion. Just get a 30-foot mansion and a 90-foot wall with good home insurance. Maybe a dog. You know, something that's practical. Where a lot of actors, and I'm not knocking them, because I will never get that standard. And even if I got that standard, you would never know it, because I would keep that shit to myself. Let's just say I would have more money saved than I would spend, because I believe in rainy days. Alright? And a lot of people don't. Now here's the thing. As I talk about this, a lot of actors aren't watching me, and the people like me who are independent filmmakers and stuff like that, they are watching me, and they're either going to agree or disagree. And I'm going to tell you like this. if I was making Brad Pitt money, there would be a camera on me 24 hours a day. Because I would be live streaming all the time. I would be doing basically what I'm doing right now, only when I'm making a film, my channel's going to be on. And I'll tell them, look, my channel's going to be on the after party. You know, like after we shoot scenes and get everything out of the way, I'm going to get on my channel, let everybody know we're in the editing process or whatever. But I'm not going to tell them when the movie's coming or what the movie's coming until I get the okay with the directors and shit and the producers. But while I'm filming, when I'm in my trailer or whatever, I'm going to do just like The Rock. I will be streaming all my shit. Be like, yo, I'm on the set right now. This is what's about to go down. I got to go film for about 2 or 3 hours. I'll get back with y'all when I'm done. Click up off of Instagram. Click up right off of Twitter. All that should be all at the same time. I don't have a Twitter, but you get the gist. I need to get a Twitter. But, you know, I'm going to let my fans know what I'm doing, what I'm doing, how I'm doing. Alright? Now, if I got to have, like, some critical surgery and I'm dying, I'm probably not going to let my fans know that unless they get to the point where they say, alright, well, Mr. Williams, you got, like, 5 months to live. So, yeah, I'm going to get everything done then. I was like, no, we're going to have one of those camera-mounted rack things. They're going to be all over me, but they're not going to be, like, so close up into my face that you see how ugly I am. But they're going to be far enough that you see how decent I can look. But, you know, I'm gonna do the best I can to the fans, you know. And since I only have, like, maybe 45 of you guys, thank you very much. You know, I'm going to be honest. If I'm dying, I'm going to let y'all know. So that way you'll know that if I actually do die, channel will probably be shut down. I'm going to leave all that to, like, siblings. Like, look, I want this shut down, this shut down, this shut down. And don't let anybody use my image without paying y'all at least $5 million per shot. And they be like, why? I'm saying because I'm dead. I'm not getting paid. But if I'm going to get paid, then the money should go to family. And mostly close family, not the people who are just using me because they got nobody better to do. But, you know, you have to think about the good and bad with this, because when it comes to acting, to be honest, the hardest part is getting discovered. Now, some of us have been blessed. I'm not in that category. You know, I would kill to have a web series from The Walking Dead. Fly me down to Atlanta, film me for a couple of days, make 9 or 10 episodes, fly my ass back up to Virginia, see how it goes, and if they like it, okay, we're good. Let's bring them back. Maybe slide me through The Walking Dead. Maybe I'll just cross through the show. I don't have to be on the show, but, like, you know, one episode where I'm there. And even if I'm only there, like, in a shadow, be like, I will. That way, everybody be like, well, who the hell is that guy? You know, I can do that. And then it leads into the webisode series, and I'll be happy right there. I don't need the whole big show. I'm good with webisodes, because I'll be working. And then maybe slide through Fear of the Walking Dead, and that'll lead to the webisode show. I hope they're watching, so that they can give me a job. But, you know, maybe get on the Disney streaming service, because I am one of the biggest Marvel fans in the universe. But, you know, something, anything is better than what I'm doing right now. But, you know, it'll also, in turn, it would grow my channel, because then everybody would know. You know, so, like, the first time that Marvel or somebody contacts me, you better believe you'll find out about it on YouTube and Facebook. And if I ever get a damn Twitter, there you go. Because I'll be so damn happy. I won't bust a backflip or anything, but I'll be doing it in spirit. So as I get ready to end this, we can touch on a few more bad things about getting into this entertainment business. As I said, you're going to have to learn how to deal with the word no a lot. We're 13 minutes in, so I'm going to try to end this by the 20th minute. You're going to have to learn how to accept people getting on your everlasting nerve, cameras in your face, people asking you for autographs, and from an actor's perspective, one who hasn't been discovered, I look forward to the first time someone asks me, can I have your autograph, and it's not a cop asking me for a ticket to be signed over. But, you know, I have my limits, and these are non-negotiable, because you have to be good to your fans. But if I'm taking a piss, or if I'm shooting a deuce, I don't want you sliding anything under the table or under the stall saying, could you sign my autograph? That's not cool. If I'm eating, don't bother me. If you happen to bother me, if you're sitting right next to me at the table next to me, okay, you can. If I'm by myself, you may be joining me for dinner, lunch, or breakfast, or whatever the hell I'm eating, especially if I'm by myself. But if I'm with family or some stuff like that, um, depending on the family members, you might be sitting right beside me. You might not even think about it, be like, okay, look, all right, let me see. Let's say, because this will never happen. Let's say it's me and my mom, and you're a fan, and you're like, hey, dude, can we join you? And it's like 2 or 3 of you. So, and it's a table for 5 anyway. Okay, cool. And if I have the money, I very well may pick up the fucking check. But don't, like, overspend my cash, because I'm poor right now. But, you know, if I ever blew up, that would be how it would be. But, like, if I'm a homebody person, I'm like one of my favorite actors, I'm like Tom Berenger. I'm not going to get swooped up in the Hollywood hoopla. I make a movie, I go home. I make a TV show, I go home. I'm not really trying to be all pictures, glutz, and glory. I'm making the movies because they make me happy. I'm not really in this for most of the fortune and the fame. I'm in it for the happiness. And fame and fortune kind of go hand in foot. But I'm also not going to be an idiot. You know, if your fans are there, give your fans the time. Because they're damn sure putting that time in when they're paying that $14.50 or when they're paying that $8.99 or $12.99 for Netflix or Hulu or whatever. They're paying your bills. So you best pay homage to them. Even those annoying ones that pop up and knock little girls out the way to do the fan thing. Now, that's where I'm going to get a little bit upset. Wait your goddamn turn. You know, don't jump the line and don't beat anybody's ass. If I'm a famous person and I'm doing a Comic-Con, I ain't going nowhere. You know, I'm there for the whole 3 days. You will get a chance to be in my presence. Don't knock someone else out of the line to get there. You know, because that's not fair to that person. And I want to be fair. You know, life ain't fair, but I can be. So, you know, give it time. I will already have probably half those pictures signed within the first 20 minutes before I even get there. Now, if they want me to sign it twice, I may do that. But, you know, hands get tired. So if I already got the damn thing signed, all I gotta do is give it to you and take a picture with you. Look, sit here. We'll hold it together. You know, we're good. I'll figure out my style when I get my foot in the damn door. I can't copy everyone else. I have to be me. Because I'm not anyone else. And at the same time, as an actor, I'm everybody and nobody at the same time. And you have to figure that out. Now, if you're watching this and you're looking at this shirt and it does look like a face right there from a distance, it's an Avenger shirt. You got Cap, Iron Man, and they're fighting, and you got Vision and them over here. But on the screen here, what I see is like right there, that's 2 eyes and a nose. And right under there could be a mouth. But it's not. It's actually an Avenger shirt, but it's drawn very well. Anyway, to end this video, I want you guys to understand the acting is a double-edged sword. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and sometimes you have to take a role because there's always going to be somebody who really wants that role, really needs that role, and you have to be willing to bend that way. And I hate that. I hate that that's the way it has to be, but that's the way it is, and which is why I want to make movies to teach Kung Fu for free, and why I wanted to not make movies that don't really hurt people but teach people lessons. All of the scripts that I wrote have elements of racism in it until you get to like some of the sci-fi shit I wrote. Then there's no elements of racism. There's just really freaky, weird stuff. When I wrote my graphic novel, which I still need a publisher for, I put in all the knowledge I have of Native American totems, warriors, gods, things like coyote and stuff like that. Because there haven't really been too many things exploring stuff like that, and if they're out there, I haven't been able to find them or read them, so I also haven't had time, because I'm too busy trying to get my own career off the ground. Now, you know, you never know when your life is going to take a turn, for the better or the worse, but you do need to be prepared. So, if anybody's out there and they're watching, and they're willing to help me with acting and get me in there, you know, I'm ready to go. I've been ready to go since 2001 or 1999. But anyway, you know, I'm ready to do it. I just don't have the luck that I need. And physically, no one's written a character for me regardless. And that's a problem. So when I write or do things, I represent me and mixed people because we apparently don't exist in Hollywood. And if we do exist, we're forced to either play somebody who's not who we are in real life. So I would probably wind up playing someone who's Mexican, even though I don't speak Spanish. There's a fly in here. Or I would probably wind up playing someone who may be Native American, but since they don't want me speaking Native American tones or they don't have a Native American theme to write me in, it's going to be a problem. You know, and it is a problem because we don't have enough representation of mixed people when we watch TV shows. You got some, but it's so minute and some of it is barely noticeable. Because, you know, if the kid is mixed, they're going to look like either one parent or the other. But you barely ever get to see them go home to both parents. Where the situation is where it was a one-night stand, your father is this and I'm that, and you live with me. That's pretty much how it works. It works like that in every soap opera, every show you will ever see on TV. Unless I get lucky and get to be in a show and I get to do the casting. Now, when I make my own films, now I'm going to close out. When I make my own films, I do the casting. I cast a character. I don't give a damn if you can't act your way out of a wet paper bag. I have 3 requirements. Just 3. First requirement is you do what I say, when I say, where I say, and you show up. That's the first requirement. Second requirement. Remember what the first requirement was. Third requirement. Your opinion matters. Please remind me that what you say affects how this movie is going to turn out. So if you have to vocalize your opinion, do not be afraid to tell me your idea. Because if your idea trumps my idea, then we're going to use your idea and you have to be a part of it and you have to take credit for your actions and your work. And it doesn't hurt to have a person from the outside who's read your script and thinks that maybe if we go here instead of going here, or if we go here, we can improve your shit. And besides, I want to try to please everyone with the films that I make, so it's best that I take all the options into consideration. Now, I've done this with a couple of my films, and I will shout out to this guy, Courtney Monroe. He has changed a couple of the lyrics in my stuff and made it his own and made it better. Now, at the same time, in the Guardians of the Earth, there were some lines that Courtney and my boy Jay Diz used that offended me. And I was like, yo, we can't do that because that's exceptionally offensive. Now, Courtney is my boy, and he's like a brother to me. And he's a little bit darker than me. And he was okay with it, and I wasn't okay with it. So he literally had to pull me to the side and say, hey, man, look. You have to accept the fact that this is how life works. You have to accept the fact that I'm darker, and I have been there. And I was like, yeah, but that's not how I want to see the world. I want to see the world as peaches and rainbows. And he goes, no, you need to see the world as reality. I am a black man. I am a dark black man. You are a mixed man. You've gone through your shit. I've gone through mine. And to have someone in a fight and say what Jay did said, I won't repeat it. But, you know, it was good because both of them liked it. And as the director and the star of the film, it was like a slap in the face to me because I was like, I don't want people to think that I'm like anti-black with this line. Even though it was a black person saying it to another black person, it just didn't feel right to me. But we kept it because they both liked it. Majority ruled. Which is why I said when I make a movie, my actors' opinions matter. And they count. And how we get them to work is how we get to work together. So I'm going to, sometime between now and September, I'm damn sure going to find this footage and try to rebuild what I had. So I have to pull out my old Mac and try to get that. I think I can find a FireWire hard drive. So I got my boy CLS looking for that. And you guys should go and check both of their sites out. And you should definitely check Saber Night Lights out with Courtney. He also has some other websites, and you should definitely check them out. So that is like a free promotion for them. But when it comes down to acting, you You have to understand that there are pros, there are cons, and you have to weave your way between them. And success is what you make it. Alright, remember that. Because my main goal is to be successful in acting, but my main goal ain't to be a superstar, it's just to be successful and to be working. So like, if Wednesday, I have no school, I do have work, but let's say Wednesday, the producers of Days of Our Lives called, hey, we got a role for you. It's for 4 months. When will you be available? School ends and begins again in August, according to that schedule. I say, so I can not go back to school after August, after I take this online class and take this in-school class. And we can negotiate right then and there. Because if you're going to guarantee me an acting coach, an acting, and a job, then to hell with what I'm going to school for. Because I may not get the opportunity to do it again. But if you're willing to work with me and let me finish school and also do acting, then hell yeah. You know, I'm more than willing to do that. The thing is, I'm in school because I need a job. I'm not in school for what I want to do, but I'm in school because I need a job. You feel that? What I want to do, if that opportunity came to me this Wednesday, if the people from Days of Our Lives or Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead or some acting capacity, especially Supernatural, decide, hey, we're going to give you a shot, I got to take that shot. I will have to ask them if they can wait till I finish class because the class is paid for. You know, if they can wait for the 3 months that I'm in school, if they can wait for that, I won't re-up. Yeah, if they can wait for that and they're like, all right, we're going to fly you out on this day at this time. We're going to send someone to your house to pick you up and take you to the airport and take your ass to us. And the very next day after you get a good rest from your flight, we're going to work on negotiating to get you a damn show. I'm down. You know, because I'm 45 and time is not on my side. But until then, because that's a pipe dream, but until then, and dreams do come true, it just takes the right miracles to happen. But until then, I'm just going to stay in school because I don't have an option and I need a job. A real, honest-to-God job. The Army pays me $269 a month and I had a hip replacement. I need a job. Period. I can't afford health insurance with that little bit of money. My underground jobs just pay me in cash. So again, I need a job. But if the acting career takes off, and I'm like boom, 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 and yes, I love voiceovers. I would definitely work for Japanese animated cartoons, and I'll be more than willing to move to Japan and do whatever the hell I need to do to get my dreams off the ground. Then that's what I'll do. Because that's what I want. And I want to be happy more than anything else. Even if I'm single until I die, as long as I'm happy, I could be alright. You know. And this is the things we need to look at. Because acting is a very hard business. This is a dog-eat-dog business. The entertainment business in general is a very hard business. So you should probably look into that and ask people before you sign your life away. I'm James Williams, your Comfort Habit number 2, B, C, and U, and this went way past the 20-minute mark. So, see you next time.